yeah, yeah. Thoughts with a feeling, and you ride it back away. Crash into the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold I'm worth.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Eagles are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Chargers, who will need to solve that secondary.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Yes. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now. Gun. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Run, it's Pumphrey looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A swing pass caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, Bridgewater. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 13 yards that time at a first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. On third down, it's Powers, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10, an excellent field position here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now they try the right side here. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Let's go. Dagger.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Hunter Henry brings it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nigel Bradham coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Let's go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
You got him.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. No. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the give, this is their fullback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they? Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off. Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2. Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends. Good point. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we've come to... Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They give to Smallwood. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Going right back to Smallwood. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set. Green, 39. No. Jack, Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit.
So now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. This one across the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Bridgewater to throw it. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's got some space here. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And some room to maneuver. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So out come the Chargers. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On 1st down, Murray. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go. Wide Eddie. Wide Eddie.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's going to look deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check down, 81. Watch the twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On third down. That's Powers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. 190. 190.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job.
Yeah, pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was